Hello, my name is John Hammond, and I am in charge of InGen, the company that you now work for. Your job is quite simple, really. Build a park, create dinosaurs, and entertain people.
Well, we said there was a big news surprise coming, and we weren't kidding. Jurassic World Evolution 3 is getting its very own island generator mechanic. Yes, they are dropping huge new features less than 2 weeks before the game launches, which is sheer madness, but also awesome. And very unlike Frontier, it must be said. The content you're seeing here was posted as part of a Sony exclusive preview of the generator, but I and the other humans were lucky enough to see it in action at the Frontier event last week. It really is just a very cool, fully working island generator. It's essentially clearly inspired by the one from Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis, of course, with largely the same controls as well. We've got island shape, rivers, mountains, and trees. Increasing the bar on those changes how many of each element appear. The shape controls basically how square the island becomes, how much landmass there is. I will say it doesn't go as square as JPOG did. If you maxed it out, there was a big square block. You don't get that anymore. They still retain that somewhat natural shaping. Even at the maximum setting, you'll be sticking with tropical islands for now. These are the only ones available. But yes, you can build on all the land you can see here. It'll really be the first time we can have a fully built island park, the entire island landmass buildable on at least since the likes of Isla Peña back in the first game. Each island also comes with its own unique code you can share. If you make a shape you're particularly happy with, you can share it with others. You can even do park building challenges to see who can design the best park on a specific island shape. To boot, these parks will also be shareable, much the same way that your regular sandbox parks are. Now this is all very exciting. I do have one small criticism from my time seeing this content in action, and I think it could get changed over time, so we'll see. But as you can see in the images, the maps are split pretty distinctly into raised bits of terrain and deep cut rivers that come in from the ocean. As it stands, those rivers are permanent, and the raised land is basically the buildable terrain. If you want to build across your whole island and you've got one that's in different sections, then you'll have to connect those islands with monorails, zip lines, or the Hyperloop. It would be cool to have it a bit more customizable, maybe make the rivers blend in or be editable if possible. But I do think it's very cool this exists at all. It was very unexpected, especially this late in the game. I just want a bit more control than we currently get. Before we go, the PlayStation blog also dropped some new screenshots of the game, focusing on the new ray-traced sun shadows. In this before and after of the Uranus, you can see the impact clearly. The main difference is that some shadows are a lot softer where appropriate and interact more realistically with the environment. My big hope, as ever, with the shadows is that they'll be visible from a longer distance as well. If you look at the shadows on this image in the lower right, it's easier to see the softer shadows cast by the foliage rather than the less realistic hard lines from before. Some people might not notice or care, but I enjoy these small graphical upgrades. Our final new image is a beautiful shot of the Citosaurus. Again, you can see that separation between hard and soft shadows, the light more naturally falling across the dinosaurs. I don't want to spend too long on this, just wanted to show the images more than anything else. Really, we're here for the island generator. I'd love to see it expanded later. Maybe new terrain types, like desert islands, not just tropical, but more than that, just a bit more building freedom. The ability to edit into rivers, build on beaches, and so on. Not 100% sure about the beaches. They might be buildable, they might not. It's still a very cool feature, one that's been on the community wish list for about 8 years. What are your thoughts on it? How much will you make use of this brand new gameplay mechanic? And how much do we now need working bridges in this game? I've got to imagine that will be coming down the line. The game is absolutely made for it, more and more. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching DJK Gaming.